Hello Stitchmakers! Welcome to the Stitchmakers studio and my contribution to the Sew Frugal 22 challenge. So last year I was lucky enough to take part in what was the Frugal Frocks challenge. In fact, I actually made this dress. I'll put a picture over here. Which was the Faye dress from Tina Gibbons, and I used it as it was supposed to be a kickstart to me getting back into the swing of sewing. It didn't quite work out that way. I got the Faye dress done, I got a pair of plinker pants done, and that was about it. Hey-ho. So I'm in the middle of making another pair of blinker pants that are this colour, which I've been going on for about for months, but it's been in various stages of cutting and sewing for a good 6 months or so. So yes, it's not going quick, but I decided I'm going to commit to this challenge because I thoroughly enjoyed it last year. And this year it is so popular that there are 2 YouTubers every single day. So I am sharing today with one of the founders of the Sew Frugal challenge, and that is Ruan from the Yorkshire Sew Girl. So if you haven't seen her videos or her contribution, head over there next and have a watch of what she's going to make. I'll be doing the same because I've been following Ruan for a while now, and I just love her makes and her sense of humour and her accent, because I used to live in Yorkshire donkeys ago and I kind of missed the accent. So Ruan, keep going, I've been enjoying your videos. So for my challenge, well, firstly I have a few problems because firstly I'm a plus size person. I don't actually know what my size is, what my traditional, shop sizing is anymore, because I haven't bought anything in so long. I know I haven't been sewing anything either. I've just kind of been making do with the few outfits I've got, which is ridiculous because I could just make myself some clothes if I kind of just got my sewing act together. Anyway. The second problem is I like to wear log and look style. There are not a lot of log and look designers out there, and of those people who do design log and look plus size, there's only one that does a free any free patterns, and that is Tina Gibbons, which is why I made this last year. However, I've had a scrounge around and I've had a look at some sort of non-lug and look designers, and I found a few things that would work with the kind of look I'm going for. So let's dive right in, shall we? So I've got my bullet journal, so if I'm looking down, please forgive me because I'm referring to that. So the first one I wanted to talk about was the Oliver jumpsuit, which is by Mood Society. Now I have only sort of heard of Mood, and I hadn't really looked at their stuff, but then I think it was a Facebook ad, or maybe somebody in a Facebook group, I can't remember, who posted it, and I was like, oh, I have always wanted dungarees. I love the idea of dungarees, but with my proportions, they don't really fit very well, and they make me look, because I am rounder around the middle, so I feel like I'm just a beach ball sort of stuffed inside a worm. Anyway, so, but I saw these and I thought, oh, they might work. Quite fancy them. So I went and had a look. So I'm going to show you, here's the the image on the Mood Society website. These are the Oliver jumpsuit. Well, I would call them a dungaree, but you know, it's called the Oliver jumpsuit. Now, it goes up to, sorry, have a look. The size range is from size 2 to size 30, so it's got a good range there. Initially I thought, oh, it only went up to size 22 or something like that. I don't know where I got that information from, and I was like, oh, I can't make it. But when I actually went and had a look on their website, a size 2 to a size 30, the biggest bust measurement is a 58.5 inch bust. It goes up to, the waist measurement goes up to 49.5 inches at the waist, and the hip measurement goes up to 63 inch hips. I have a feeling I might need to do an adjustment for my waist, because it's been a while since I measured, and I think I might be a little bit bigger than that at the waist, but I should be able to do the adjustment. So anyway, I have got, oh hold on, this one's a bit of a big one. Oh, so I have got this fabric. Okay, it's kind of a mystery fabric. I bought it and it was sold to me as being linen, and it was grey, and I thought, well, linen's a natural fibre, I should be able to dye it. And I wanted it to be navy blue, so you know, it was a mid-grey and navy blue's darker, so no problem. I put it through 2 lots of dye, and this is the result. It's kind of a weird greyish blue, possibly a light denim-y look, I don't know. I wasn't very impressed, and actually quite disappointed, because what I wanted to make with it needed a definite navy blue, and that didn't work out. So I'm not entirely sure whether this is linen or not. I was told it was linen, but to me, I mean, I don't know I don't know a lot about dyeing, but if anyone can tell me, I mean, with linen being a natural fibre, shouldn't it take dyes easily? I thought that's how natural fibre worked, and I thought that the problems with dyeing was really if the fibre was man-made. Because I know that man-made fibres, to dye them, you can't really dye them at home, because they need specialist dyes, which I can't remember the name of, but they have carcinogenic properties, so not something that you can do at home if you wanted to, say, dye polyester. But I thought natural fibres take dye easily, and this was 2 rounds of Dylon, you know, those pods that you can get and you put it in the washing machine with it, and I did it twice, and that is as dark as it got. So I'm not sure, but I figured I've got a lot of this fabric. I think there's about 9-10 meters in here, so there's definitely plenty to be doing the Oliver jumpsuit with. And I thought, you know, with that not being used for the project I'd intended it for because of the dye issues, I figured even if the Olivers don't work out the way I want them to, meh, not really bothered, because the fabrics kind of didn't work out how I wanted it to either. So, bonus! Right, the second one I wanted to talk to you about is, oh yes, the Quince Jacket. Oh, the other thing I needed to say was, for the Oliver jumpsuit, you do need to register with the Mood Society website in order to get it free. and I was reminded by the fact that you have to do that with this next one as well, and it's the Quince Jacket by Seamwork. Now again, I got it on a register now, and you get this pattern free, so hopefully by the time you guys look at it, that offer is still on. I literally just did it like a week or two ago, so hopefully it's still the case. So the Quince Jacket, I quite liked it. I felt like if I cropped it a little bit shorter or made the long duster version, either of those two options would work quite nicely with all the other stuff I want to wear. The sizes goes from size 0 to size 26. The bust measurement goes up to 54 inches. The waist measurement goes up to 47 inches. And the hip measurement goes up to 58 inches. Although I must admit, that would only really be a problem if I was doing the long line version. I don't think I've got enough fabric to do the long line version, so I was hoping to do a cropped version. I think that would work really nice with the Largan look. It's got long sleeves. It's kind of quite a, I want to sort of say Asian, Chinese, Japanese kind of style to it. I don't know if that's just wishful thinking, but that's what it reminds me of. Oh, I'll post a picture here. I don't know what you think. To me, that sort of it lines up with what I've seen from Japanese and Chinese fashions, although usually in a much skinnier form. But I quite like the styling for this with the long sleeves. There's also on the Seamwork website, there are hacks for putting in notched collars and long dusted jackets, and ones with a split hem, and so yes, I think this one is immensely hackable. So I think for myself a short cropped version, just that I can throw on over something like this, because this doesn't have sleeves, so I'm always wearing t-shirts underneath it. But if I could wear this without a t-shirt underneath and then just have something to throw over on the top, I think that would look lovely. So I bought this lovely hot pink. Look at that colour. Oh my gosh. I bought this lovely hot pink linen. It's quite a lightweight, and it's quite a loose weave. Now, I could hold it up. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera for you, but I gave it a wash, because I give all my fabrics a wash before they come up to the sewing room, because once they're in here, I want to be able to just grab my stash and sew something, as if that ever happens, but I don't want to have to sit and like get inspiration and then have to sit and wait to wash some fabric. So everything is washed first, and that's quite a loose weave, so you can kind of see through it. Also, it went kind of crinkled. Oh, there we are, you can see it there. It kind of went crinkled in the wash, and I thought, I quite like that look. I don't know if I'm really bothered about pressing it out, because I would quite happily wear it crinkled. So I think that's going to look lovely in the Quince Jacket. Again, you have to go to the Seamwork website and you have to register in order to get it. And obviously that puts you on their mailing list. Obviously you can unsubscribe if you want to, but so far the stuff I've had from Seamwork through the emails has been very useful and very interesting. So yeah, I would recommend you do that if you particularly want that pattern. Of course, you can sign up for Seamwork as well and pay a monthly subscription and get access to all their patterns. But that depends on finances, obviously. So the other one I wanted to talk to you about, the next one is, this is the Priscilla Slip. I'll pop a picture there. By Sew Tina Gibbons. So I've been threatening to make this for about 4 years now. and I just haven't gotten to doing it. But I really, really, really want to slip, because what you do is you would wear it underneath this and it just kind of peeks out the bottom. Adds a bit more texture, colour, layering, variety. You can wear it as a top layer as well. But I fancy wearing it as an underlayer. So there are no measurements given for the Priscilla Slip. To be honest, looking at the construction of it, I think that you're going to be able to wear it no matter what size you are. I don't think it's going to need any modification. I think it's very, very, very flexible in terms of sizing. So I'm assuming, because I haven't printed the pattern off yet, I'm assuming that once you actually print the pattern off there will be different size grades in there, but it wouldn't be difficult to modify it if you are bigger than what it's made for. So in true reuse, reduce, recycle fashion, I want to make it out of this fabric. Now, it's just a plain white cotton, except it's got pin tucks in it. This is actually a king size duvet that we were going to get rid of. It was hardly ever used. In fact, I can only remember it being on a bed once, I think. I don't know. And I thought, well, you know what, with these pin tucks in it, gives it a lovely texture, and I thought that would be nice to add some interest to the Priscilla Slip with the pin tucks going down vertically. I think that'll make it quite a lovely little piece to add to my wardrobe. So the Priscilla. Now that one, the Sew Tina Gibbons, you do not have to register on the site in order to get the free pattern. You can just go in and download it. If you go onto the Tina Gibbons website, the tabs at the top of the site, there's actually one that says free patterns, and if you click on that, I think there's about eight different patterns, including the fay dress, the plinker pants, the Priscilla, and a few others. So it's definitely worth checking out. The other one I wanted to do is also from Sew Tina Gibbons. Now, it is a cheating a bit because what I want to do is another fay dress. I know I did the same last year, but I did this one and said I was going to do a few more and then haven't done anything. So I thought, do you know what? I really still want to make another fay dress. So I thought I'd throw it in here just as a sort of a way of giving myself a kick up the butt to get it done. So the sizes for the fay dress range from 4 to 26. Unfortunately, that's the only information I could find. I couldn't find anything about measurements. But yes, 4 to 26, so it's quite a good size. I think I made a straight size 22 last year, and I didn't have to do any alterations to it whatsoever. So I'm just gonna possibly make the same, but this time I've got this lovely fabric. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. I'm just so into like all of these like navy blues, teals, aquas, lime greens. It's got emerald green, which isn't something I normally wear, but oh my gosh, it was just too nice to resist. So I have got that. It is a viscose, which I like. It makes it nice and drapey. It doesn't, well, it crinkles a bit, but it's not too bad because it kind of drops out as well. So yes, I quite like that. So that is going to be a fay dress, like the one I'm wearing at the moment. And that is it. So that's pretty much it in terms of my plans. I've got some work to do basically, because I would like to do that. In fact, I'd like to make all of them, but this is me you're talking about, so who knows. But yes, thank you very much for joining me, and I do hope you'll come back towards the end of March. I think it's the 30th or the 31st, I can't remember, where we'll all be showing off our makes. You can post oh, sorry, there's a flat battery, hold on. That's better, sorry about that. So as I was saying, we're all going to be showing our finished articles on Instagram. So if you'd like to join in with the challenge, find yourself find yourself a free pattern. It can be anything, doesn't have to be a dress this year. Anything free, as long as it's a garment that you're going to wear. So obviously not like pillowcases or a bag or whatever. A free garment pattern, and use something from your stash. Post it up to your Instagram with the hashtag Sew Frugal. Yeah, I can't remember if it's Sew Frugal or Sew Frugal 22. I'll put it down here, but hashtag Sew Frugal. And then also tag Sam from Frugalissima. So you'll want to at Frugalissima, and you'll want to at the Yorkshire Sew Girl, so that Ruan and Sam know that you are joining in and taking part. There are a whole bunch of prizes being handed out. So go to Frugalissima or the Yorkshire Sew Girl's Instagram, because they are posting images or information about the various prizes like every day, and also if you search for the hashtag on Instagram, you'll be able to see all the other people taking part, and there are 2 YouTubers doing this every day, right up until the end of March, I think 26th or 28th or something like that. So definitely come and take part. You could win prizes, and it would be lovely to see what everybody's made, really, because there are so many free patterns out there, and it's so interesting to see all the different makes that people have done out of this challenge. I know certainly last year there were loads and they were all gorgeous, and I kind of wanted to sew every single one of them. So definitely feel free to take part. Now for myself, I'm hoping to also post my a video of my finished make on the same day. So there'll be a YouTube video and an Instagram post, just updating you on my make and giving it a bit of a twirl and a show off. So that's about it. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you coming along and taking part in this, and you know, giving all the makers some much needed encouragement, and I will see you again soon. Thank you very much. Bye.